Hi, this is Jennifer Forbes of Forbes Fabulous Fingers. I thought that I'd take a few moments and show you one of our newest products in the Jamberry line. It's called Indulgence, and it's a complete hand care system. When a lot of people are looking at Indulgence, they might have some questions such as how does it work, how do you apply it, and what makes it better than other items on the market. So I figured I'd take a few moments to explain the answers to each of those questions, and then I'll let you decide if you'd like some. When you open your box for Indulgence, it will come with 4 items right now. It comes with the Buff, the Nourish, the Quench, and for a limited time it's coming with an everyday hand soap that's called Cleanse. We don't know how long that's going to last, so if you want the everyday hand soap, go ahead and get on ordering that. The benefit of Indulgence, or what makes it different from most things that are on the market, is that it's infused with biotin. And biotin is a coenzyme or a vitamin that helps increase the health of skin and nerves. So that's what it will be doing on your hands when you apply it. The other benefit is that it comes with Buff, which is an exfoliating scrub, which when you exfoliate your skin, it helps your skin grow new, and when you moisturize it with the Nourish afterward, it will help it grow healthier. The Quench is a deeply hydrating balm and to use on your driest parts of your body. Mostly I'm going to be showing it on your hands, but you can actually use this anywhere on your body. The Indulgence, like everything else in our skincare line, is, or everything else that Jamberry makes, it's completely non-toxic. It's cruelty-free. However, it is not vegan because the Quench actually uses beeswax as a stabilizer for its purposes. So I just wanted to let you know about that. Before I begin, I want to talk a little bit about the Buff. If you live somewhere cold, like I do, you should probably heat it up a little bit before you start using it. In fact, this whole time I've been having mine sitting over here next to my heater just so that I can demonstrate it a little bit easier. Also, for the purposes of the demonstration, I'm going to be using a baby wipe to wipe this off my hands. You can absolutely do this in front of a sink with no worries whatsoever. So before I get started, I always have clients, when they're getting to try this, I actually invite them to really feel their hands, because a lot of times you don't even really notice that you've got some rough spots in your hands, and it always is good to know your hands and know what you're moisturizing for. For me, my roughest spots are always between my knuckles right here. I don't really know why, but it's something good to know for me. So the great thing about this is that you don't really need very much. I'm going to get really close to the camera to show you how little I use on my hands, just so you really understand. I usually say a pea-sized amount, and it's really not even that big. It's about that much, which is smaller than my fingertip, and this will actually go all over my hands. So I scrub really hard on my front, scrub really hard on the back of my hands, and then I go down every finger and I try to make sure I get a little bit of the grit onto every single finger, and especially on my knuckles where I had that rough spot that I mentioned. It takes just a little bit of time, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I don't know if you can see, yes you can. Okay, so those little flecks are exfoliating beads. As I mentioned, they're completely non-toxic. They're also very small, so it's not actually going to damage your hands to do this every single day, even though after a while you'll probably only need to do it once a week. So my last thing I always do is I get my knuckles together and I scrub them really hard because, as I said, I have lots of rough skin. Then I'm just going to take my baby wipe and I'm going to just really gently wipe it all off. If you've got running water, just rinse it off. It doesn't take very much, it doesn't cling on very much, it just comes right off the skin, and it looks just like you've done nothing at all. Now the other thing about this, and I'm just going to dry my hands off of my pants real quick, once I've done this, my hands already feel like they've been moisturized because I've taken all the dead skin off and all I've got is brand new soft skin. And I invite you, when the first time you try this, to really feel your skin after you've exfoliated it the first time. It'll make you want to do it more. So the second step is your Nourish Step, where again you don't need very much. Again, I'll put it right up here. That should be more than enough to do your hands and almost up to your elbows. And it just slides right on. It's not greasy. It's not, you know, it's not slippery. It melts right into your hands because it's completely non-toxic. It's pretty much all natural. And so I have no greasy residue on my fingers at all right now. In fact, I'm about to put on a new manicure. If you've noticed that my fingers are empty, I just decided to do it before I put on my next manicure. But now my hands are really, really smooth. So the last step is the quench. And the quench looks a little odd. It's hard when you feel it, and a lot of people don't really know what to do with it. Well, this is a deep moisturizing. So if when you were feeling your hands, you found a really, really dry spot or a really, really calloused spot that you don't want calloused, and after moisturizing it's still there, this is a perfect way to make that go away. I personally use it on my cuticles because I have a lot of problems with dry cuticles, and the way I do it, I learned this online somewhere and I can't find the video, is I push my nail through it just like that, and I get just this teeny tiniest amount on my nail, and what I do is I just tap a little bit of it onto each of my cuticles on my other hand, and in fact this will be enough for both hands, I think. Okay, so that little tiny bit did my entire hand, and I have extra left right here, and I'm going to put it on my other thumb, and then I just massage it into the cuticles really slowly, really deeply, and that helps my cuticles, you know, have less of a drying effect on them. And then I'm just going to do it for the other hand real quick so I don't forget. Alright, so my complete hand care routine is done in less than 10 minutes. It's absolutely worth doing at least once a week. And, you know, as far as how does it compare to other products that are on the market, I know that there is another direct sell organization that sells another product. And I will say that product has a lot of chemicals in it that aren't in ours. Most of the chemicals that are in ours are pretty much things I understand. They're water, shea butter, sunflower oil, biotin, and aloe vera, things like that, that are completely natural, whereas that other one has propylene glycol. It has a lot of different chemicals that you might not want to put on your skin. It also always left my hands feeling just a little bit more greasy than this does, and right now my hands, I don't even feel like I put on lotion. They're just soft. So that's my review of Indulgence, and if you'd like to give it a try and you're in the Victoria, British Columbia area, please give me a call. My phone number's on my website, and if you'd just like to get some, I will also include a link to directly to the Indulgence. So have a great day. Hope to see you soon. This is Jennifer Forbes of Forbes Fabulous Fingers signing off. Bye-bye.